Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. No,
No, you feel like changing it.
Yeah, but you can't.
Well, hi.
Hi, is this Mr. Cap?
Yes, yes.
Oh, you're the outside.
Yes, I'm that dreadful Neanderthal fascist. How do you do?
How do you
do?
That's a nice introduction. You like to sit on the edge of the bed here? With
Well,
those...
I only said something hard, for instance. This is too
Okay,
seductive.
can you get a chair?
Yeah, there's a chair.
Well, I like
Yeah, well, we're those famous freaks.
Yeah.
part of the game.
See, so far you've been confronted mainly with admirers, and I may wind up to be one. You never can tell.
We've had all sorts in here, believe me.
I'm sure you have. One of the things that interested me was the method you've chosen. This is to inspire peace, clearly. Yeah.
We're trying to sell it like soap, you know, and the only way to sell is to focus attention and sell every day.
Well, you feel that being in bed compels more attention than if you were sitting on chairs.
Yes, and it makes it easier for us because we talk 10 hours a day and it's functional for us to be lying down.
Well, now, don't you think being in bed is one thing, but you could go further. You could shower together.
Yes, of course.
We just did it.
Yeah.
Actually, I did it alone.
What about during World War II? If Hitler and Churchill had gotten into bed, which Hitler would have clearly enjoyed, do you think that we'd
What
have
about
spared?
Churchill? I think that if Churchill and Hitler had gone in bed, a lot of people would be alive today.
Yeah.
I see that
Yes,
was.
yes.
Well, that's a. It may, you know, it's a way of doing it. Now, suppose Montgomery had gone to bed with Rommel.
Beautiful.
You like
Yes,
that?
I think that's a nice
Yeah.
idea.
You feel that this continent is the one place to preach peace, or will you preach equally in Peking?
Sure. We
Will they
wanted
let you?
Yeah, but
Well,
we're
we
not
got to find
preaching,
out.
yeah.
I believe it's easier to get in Moscow than it is to get in the States for a kickoff.
But don't you feel that they need you now in Peking and Hanoi?
They need.
Because they're killing people
If we're
too, you
needed
know.
at all, we're needed everywhere. But you
Yeah.
can't be everywhere at once.
But I do hope that you plan to make them as peaceful as you made these blood-crazed Canadians.
We're really
Go
talking
everywhere.
to the best thing we've done so far is talk to the people at Berkeley, and we think we had some influence in holding back any violence that was going to come out of that. And we believe that,
Berkeley?
and we talk to them solid every hour before the march and after.
During this last week.
We talk to them every day. We talk on the phone, on the radio station, live.
I
for
saw
about.
them throwing rocks at cops just a couple of days ago. You'd better talk to them a little more.
Well, nobody got shot this
No,
time, did
not
they?
this time.
No, nobody got
What
shot
are you
this
doing
time.
about it?
What am I doing about it? I'm cheering the police. That's
Well, the police
precisely
are
what
human.
I'm doing about it.
Why? Why?
Now, you people have a home in London. Are you permitting people to come in and defecate on the rugs, smash the
We
furniture,
don't
and beat
agree
you
with
up?
violence in that
Then
form or any other
why do you
form.
want them to do it at Berkeley?
We don't want them to do it at Berkeley. We're telling them to protest some other way. If they'd stayed in bed
let me
at
say-
Berkeley,
let me,
they wouldn't have got killed.
No.
I'll tell you.
Simmer down,
Okay, let him
for a
have
minute, would you? Oh,
Let's have a
just rest.
constructive conversation instead of,
I'd be
evading
delighted with any
questions, et cetera.
conversation.
Okay, I'd like to add to what you said about John Byers. It's good to just offer
Nice
tea or
guy.
something.
I can see why you want peace. God knows you can't have much, from my own observation. But anyway,
From your point of view, everything looks wonderful.
from my own point of view,
We
I
don't
am
believe-
sorry for you. Now here, I read something that you said that you were very shy people in the
Yes, we
globe.
are, sir.
And yet, these are
Does that prove you're not shy?
certainly not.
You
Only
think you
the
have to-
shyest people in the world would take pictures like
Well,
this.
the shy
Really.
people, are they
No.
naked? Do they ever become naked or not? Do you think that people that are shy have to wrap
following
themselves
with
up
your
in
description
cotton?
of yourselves as if
Would you
that
consider
is
yourself
a
shy?
picture of two shy people,
Okay,
I'd
would
like
you
to know what
consider yourself
shyness
shy?
is.
May I ask you, would you consider yourself shy?
Oh, I'm just normal, but I think that everybody owes it to the world to prove they have pubic hair. And you've done it. You've done it, and I tell you that I applaud you for it.
I mean, if you
All
want to
right.
prove it.
Since July.
But the only way we can change the system is by changing it non-violently, because they've done the violent kick for millions of years, you know. And even if you can beat the establishment at their own game, you knock this place down, like Russia, you build it up and then you hang on to it, because then you're the new establishment. I don't believe in that game. I think the only way to do it is Gandhi's way, and that's non-violent, passive, positive, or whatever they called it those days, you know.
A lot of military research is being eliminated in universities.
Yeah,
it's coming about through violent means, and I think it's...
So, I mean, if you believe violence will solve the problem, that's up to you. I don't, you know.
No, it's just,
It might have a few instances, okay? But nobody's ever tried the peace thing. Just tell me any sustained peace propaganda or peace non-violent movements that ever lasted.
Civil rights movement in the States.
Yeah, it started off non-violent. What happened, you know? The marches turned into, every time they marched, there was chaos.
If you want to march, why don't you have 2 children in your hand and march, you know? If you don't want to take that risk, don't march.
But now it's a different age, you know, and it's gimmicks and salesmanship. And if that's what will put it across, that's the way to do it, whether you're protesting against the conditions you live in, or the conditions you work in, or the conditions of the whole world. I think there's better methods to be used, you know. And we're not saying everybody lay in bed. I mean, it'd be a nice idea if they all did, you know, but okay, this is suitable for us. We hope it gives some suggestions for people to say, well, what good's that doing?
It's just a gimmick,
They'll
you
do
know,
something
that
else,
we're
you know.
putting up, you know
We're
that.
selling it like soap, you know, and you've got to sell and sell until the housewife thinks, oh, well, there's peace or war, that's the 2 products.
If you don't extend the hands to the establishment, how would you expect the establishment to extend their hands to you, you
Why
know?
must we make this perpetual compromise?
No,
Why
it's
must
not
I
a
sit
compromise.
down because this camera chooses to be more important than me, because he represents some kind of institution? Why does he have the
No,
right to
no,
push me
I'm
aside?
I'm
I
not-
get pushed aside because I don't like violence
I'm
either.
not regarding
I
the
understand
camera
you
as an
entirely.
institution. That's your word for it.
And this is the
I'm not
compromise.
making
We're
a
not
compromise.
compromising.
This
You
is
are
just
in taking the Queen
communication
Elizabeth
to us.
Hotel. Well, I think ultimately it might not be something which can be conceived of in 5 years or 10 years. It might be when everybody in themselves just turns on to honesty. And turns
Well,
on
That's
that's what
what
we're
we're
trying to get
trying
people
to
to do. Like,
tell the
everybody's an
people.
artist,
Yeah.
and everybody's a poet. And who told you you weren't a poet? Some squarehead said at 11, now you can't draw, now you can't do this.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what we're against, to tell everybody you are infinite and you have all the possibilities of being Hitler or Christ, whichever way you want to go.
Yeah.
But we're trying to promote it so they're aware that they are artists, everybody's an artist, and everybody is responsible for the bomb or whatever happens.